Wonder was a story about Aggie, a boy that had a deformation in his face. After 10 years spending in hospitals and have so many surgeries in his face, his parents decide that he had to go to school. The age during he don't go to school, his mom was his teacher in the home. In the new school, Aggie meets some kids, but initially nobody wanted to be his friends. But then meets Summer and Jadwill that convert in his real friends. Augie learned that the person was so cruel and insensitive, but then he noticed that have so many persons that love him and enrich his life. Wonder was an amazing book that have so interesting relevant things, like Augie had 27 surgeries in his face, and this principal character impact in the persons that read the book. Not only for his physique, also because Augie confront his problems and ignore the bullying that the other kids made it for his physical aspect. Another important date of the story was that this was narrated by each chapter of the stories, like Olivia, that was Augie's sisters, Justin, Olivia's boyfriend, Summer, Jadwill, and Augie. Daisy, Augie's dog, demonstrate that the pets are so important in our lives because they stay with us and love us forever. And maybe you ask, why Augie don't go to school? The answer is so simple. Augie had 27 surgeries in his face, and is the reason because he didn't go to school and his mom was his teacher in the home. But Augie was not the only character in this story. Olivia, or Via, is Augie's sister. She adored and loved his brother, but she feels alone because the parents pay more attention for Augie. Jadwill was a boy that since the beginning have a good attitude with Augie, and finally they convert in friends. Summer is a good girl that, like Jadwill, want to be Augie's friends. Julian was the badness character in this story, because made Augie's bully for the aspect of his physique. Wonder have a positive impact in the world. For example, the book was used in some schools around the world, like Spain, to use the book for incentivize students to stop the bullying and make public the treachery called insanity. This book have more than 5 million copies around the world, but this is not compared with the impact that the book have for create some communities and organizations. The followers create a community organization that called Choose to Be Kind, and in that organizations they work together to share their own experience and share with other readers. Wonder was a book that inspired at all the persons that read it and have a lesson that are it doesn't matter how are our physical aspect, because the real things that the person have is our inside.